things. Victor Gyokeres is furious with Sporting for stalling his move to Arsenal. He hates them right now. The hottest loves have the coldest ends. Could tell you about my previous relationship, to be fair. But anyways, he even had his relatives clear out his house in Portugal yesterday in an attempt to force his move to Arsenal. I mean, I don't know how that forces it, but I hear it. Sporting's desired 10 million euros add-on structure for Arsenal to sign Gyokeres as per record Portugal. First 20 games, 2.5 million euros. The next 2.5 million euros would be after his second 20 games. Champions League qualification would again bring 2.5 euros. 20 games in his second season would bring 2.5 euros. Moving away from that, Victor Gyokeres' agents, this was said yesterday by Romano, remain in London for the fourth day with Arsenal and Sporting working on agreeing add-ons in every single minute, really. So no one's going for lunch. The Gunners are unhappy with Sporting, who are fighting on every detail. Let this be a lesson. You see, when we always say we don't want to damage relations and gentlemen's agreement, bro, we need to start doing this. We need to start moving like this. Boy, this stuff of he can't be sacked or the board are comfortable. Fans contribute 99% of the club. When they demand better, the club will deliver better. Uncle Chop Chop, boy. If we win the champs, nobody can chat to us. If we win the champs, brother, I'm becoming a villain. You would have seen Arsenal fans tracking flights and all of these kind of things, tracking, you know, him changing houses, or better yet, taking stuff out of his houses. At this point, we know everything with Gyokeres, and I don't really want to hear anything beyond medicals and things. Speaking of medicals, if Steve K is to be believed, Arsenal plan Gyokeres medical with bonus breakthrough clause. Arsenal are closing in on a deal to sign Victor Gyokeres from Sporting, with Football Transfers able to exclusively confirm the Gunners have penciled in a medical for the Sweden international forward. Mikel Arteta's men have been tracking the Sweden international forward for months, but the long saga is close to coming to an end. Football Transfers understands the Gunners are confident of reaching a full agreement over bonus payments in a deal and are intent on having Gyokeres in their squad for the tour of the Far East, which they jet out for on Saturday. Arsenal have agreed to pay a total of around 80 million to Sporting for the 27-year-old, while the majority of this comes as an upfront payment. 10 million will head to the Lisbon club by way of bonuses. It was these variable payments that have caused a major sticking point in negotiations. But with Arsenal anticipating a breakthrough, Gyokeres' medical has been scheduled in London this weekend. It is unclear whether he'll be jetting out to Singapore with the remainder of the Arsenal first team squad. What's going on with Madueke in that regards? Is he going to go out there, or is he scheduled to have a bit of a break? Because I know Wanyeri is, but he wants to go out there, innit? Big him up. But it looks doubtful at this stage. Nevertheless, there's an appetite from both the club and the player that he has joined Mikel Arteta's men by the time they face AC Milan on Wednesday. We will be doing a watch along for that as well, people. Nice to have those back. I mean, the club are not going to externally tell you, even if they did believe that the opposite of this. But apparently Arsenal are very happy with the fee paid for Madueke and are adamant it will be seen as excellent business in a few years' time, which we all hope is the case. Mikel Arteta really pushed for the deal, believing he can thrive at Arsenal and does not view him as a backup. So make it work, innit? Chelsea apparently entered into talks with Eze's agent about a potential move. Palace are apparently open to a potential cash plus swap deal involving Trossard and Eze. I can't say I believe that. We've gone over this already. Mikel, what's this? I know Arsenal are very happy with the price they paid for Madueke. They believe it matches up well, blah, blah, blah. Don't view him as backup. He's bringing him in to play a lot of games, whether that be off the right or the left. So make it work, bro. Make it work. I am quite bored of this Rodrigo BS, if I'm honest, but sources with connections to the agents industry, which this is how these guys like structure the sentences. There's no way of us fact checking that. It just sounds good. Have informed court offside that Rodrigo looks increasingly likely to leave Real Madrid this summer, where we had that before. Interested clubs are unlikely to go near his 100 million euros asking price, but Arsenal could test the waters with an 80 million euros offer. I mean, if the asking price is 100 million, who said they're selling for 80? Obviously, if Real Madrid or him have made, either party's made it clear he wants to leave, great. Pardon me. Everyone's going to be involved. Who knows, man? But that's that. Apparently, Arsenal have abandoned their pursuit of Rodrigo. You would have seen Fulham have been linked with Reece Nelson in the last 24 hours. Apparently, they've approached us to re-sign him. The structure of the deal is likely to be a loan. Talks are ongoing. For Reece, just go and get him permanently, man. Liverpool are believed to have held preliminary talks over a deal to sign Rodrigo. And apparently, Luis Diaz is getting ever closer to signing for Bayern Munich. That could be one to watch. Rodrigo loves Madrid. Rodrigo loves the club. Rodrigo leaving Real Madrid will not be easy. It's really difficult for him to say goodbye. There will be more than one conversation with the club to discuss the situation. Real Madrid will let him decide whatever he wants. So yeah, Liverpool are the most aggressively linked club at this moment in time. He'll not be allowed to leave for cheap. Arsenal could make a move for Nicholas Jackson or Ollie Watkins if they fail to secure a deal to sign Gyokeres. Fair enough, banter. Rodrigo continues to attract attention from Liverpool and Arsenal. We're described as the favourites in this article, so everyone's got their own flavour. Arsenal made a move to sign João Paulinho earlier this summer, but were unable to agree a deal with Bayern Munich. Xavi Simons prefers a move to the Premier League. Simons has brought in Ali Barat, who assumes an agent. Wait, ain't that the agent that helped Noni Madueke sign for Arsenal? To help facilitate a move, Barat is expected to approach Chelsea. See, all my life, this is the first time I've read this properly. Leipzig will want significantly more than the 50 million euros they spent on him in the winter. Could we go for Xavi Simons, who apparently Deco has held talks with his agent about returning to Barca? As P said earlier, Arsenal have agreed a deal to sign Salford City forward Will Wright. Liverpool in the driving seat. We hijack that. Can we hijack their move for obviously Rodrigo or anyone else? Arsenal are in the final stages. You would have seen this week about a new deal for Wanyeri. Tommy Asu gave an interview. What have you said, man? Don't break my heart, Tommy, man. How have you been? Everyone in Japan cares. Tommy replied, I want to tell you that I'm doing well. Today, I'm going to ask Tommy Chan what she wants me to say, what she's interested in. There are many things I can't say, and explain how we left Arsenal. Again, Google Translate's not helping us. First of all, I'd like to say clearly that my contract was not terminated unilaterally, nor did I unilaterally say I'm leaving, but rather that we talked about it properly. This decision was best for me, the club, and everyone else. I came to the conclusion that it was best, so I decided to leave the club. It ended well and well. Having been 4 years, I only played 5 minutes in 2024-25. I'd been in rehab all year. It was part of my life where I was under a lot of stress and anxiety. To be honest, I didn't feel like I was here anymore, or rather, I felt like I wonder if my future was here. Did you want to change environment? Well, including various things. So it screams like struggling off the pitch because of his injury, probably needs to go back to his homeland, be surrounded by his loved ones. Heartbreaking, really. We decided to leave, and at the end, we greeted the players, the staff, and the coach. Each person went to the locker room or staff room. When I was greeting each person one by one, I was feeling this. I guess I was loved again and get out. I think that was good. The players, teammates were also surprised. I had a contract left and I was injured. Boy, it's upsetting, man. The cartilage in the knee. Tomiyasu revealed that it was originally an inside of his knee and commented that it was about half until he was fully fit. He also cited current Southampton goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale has his thoughts on the Japanese national team and was the first player left an impression. That's great. Google Translate's not helped me one bit in that regard. What's this? Victor Gyokeres has made a new push towards his transfer to Arsenal by moving out of his home in Lisbon. So we've covered that already, man. Come on, Arsenal, man. Lie to me, man. Tell me how madness is happening. Tell me Messi's coming over here. What's the point? What's the point getting stressed, man? Is anything? Oh, gosh, why am I clicking Liverpool? Hand slip there. No, we don't care about Liverpool. Okay. Some new stuff here. What we got here? Arsenal actively monitoring main striker Nelson Viper. Surely go get that won't make guy, if anything. 20 years of age. Squad filler, hardly a game changer. But Arsenal apparently are actively monitoring Mainz forward Nelson Viper. Sources close to the club have confirmed that Mikel Arteta's side are keeping a close eye on the 20-year-old, although they are yet to make a formal approach. So it just seems like monitoring people. He's only started 7 Bundesliga games last term due to competition. He obviously was part of the under-21 squad. He's attracted interest from a number of clubs, including in the Premier League, Brentford, which could be a good pattern for him if Visa and Buemo leave, or Buemo's gone. Spurs have been interested. Apparently, Arsenal have now joined the list. Obviously, we're always trying to find the stars of tomorrow. Arsenal are understood to be looking for a striker in the mode of Benjamin Sesko, a tall and mobile finisher capable of complementing the current attacking options at the Emirates, and Viper fits this profile perfectly. Surely you won't do that unless Kai's gone, because you would need a backup striker. Mainz are eager to retain the 20-year-old for at least another season, and they currently value him at around 14 million euros amid growing interest in his services. Football Transfers have been told that Arsenal are yet to make a formal approach for Viper, but we can confirm he's on the club's shortlist of potential targets. I believe you. Can we get the striker that we actually need in Gyokeres through the door before we start doing all of that stuff? I don't know, people, but it is what it is. If we sell Jesus, buy him. Can't see that. Someone for Dolman to feed in the under 21s. Yeah, he is a good player, but do we really believe that? Like, I have no doubt that we've been scouting him and all those kind of things. Good player, but we're not going to do that this summer. Yashu should have never been brought in to play fullback regularly in the Prem. In my opinion, he's too big paws to be flying up and down the pitch. Tommy got mad stuff going on. Good player, but you have to turn up to work. If you watched anime with subs, you wouldn't need Google Translate. Or if you just weren't a grown-ass man watching that kind of stuff. This isn't my opinions. This is from this. What do you think, C, of people that watch anime? I think it's a dickhead thing. Grown men watching cartoons and that. Oh, look at me! I think I'm bilingual because I got the English subtitles on, and I'm hearing man speak Japanese. You lot are as bad as grown men that watch wrestling. What do you mean you want to watch greasy, muscular grown men with baby oil throw each other around and get each other in tight positions? What for them things, brother? Thank you, Chen. We're the best partnership since Timber and Saka, innit? You don't know. That's his fault. We got the anime duds. If you like watching cartoons, do your thing. You lot are so easy. You know, fished. Very easy. Laturo Martinez, myth. DG, please don't want to hear another striker name because Gyokeres still can't collapse. I hear that. Rodrigo clearly has a bench fetish.